have arrived at the final award of the show.
RWBY Volume
All right.
8 would not be the same without the leading characters whose strength and sacrifices carve a powerful, thought-provoking impression on the audience in a way that immortalizes them in discussions for volumes to come. These are the nominees for Best Leading Male Character.
Okay.
Hazel Reinhardt.
When she came for me,
Gretchen would be
I killed
proud,
her
big guy.
over
Yeah, she
and
would.
over again. The longest she was gone was only a few hours before she put herself back together. When I couldn't lift my arms anymore, she showed me that through her, I could have the vengeance.
Best man of the volume.
James Ironwood.
I chased a lot of
What is a
shadows
man
over the
without
years,
his humanity?
always expecting betrayal. But never once did I think it would ever come from you. I know what's best for us, and I'm going to do whatever it takes to get that staff. So, consider this my last order. Step aside.
His eyes is just
Jean
dead.
Arc.
Please, Winter,
They're thinking
give us a
man's
chance to try to
huntsman.
rescue him first. We could be your test run. You don't know what'll be waiting for you inside, right? So we can go ahead to check it out. And look for Oscar while we're inside.
Lai Ren.
No!
You can't
No one
handle
is
what's inside.
replaceable.
I was about to say you can't handle the truth. You can't hide what's inside. I was about to say you can't handle the truth.
You don't really believe that. You are furious about losing Clover. And you miss him.
You don't...
That's why you lost against Team Ruby. You try to fight how you feel about each other, so you'll never truly work as a team.
Oscar Pine and Ozpin.
Nice
Like
story.
mine, souls
But if
indeed.
Gretchen's death taught me
Mine
one
and souls
thing,
indeed.
it was never to trust you.
Please, let me.
But Oscar,
You want him to trust us, and trust me. Her name is Jin.
Huh?
You want her to come out of the lamp? Just say her name. She can still answer one more question.
After all that, you're just going to give Salem the password?
No. I'm giving you the password. And hoping you'll find the truth for yourself.
And the Oscar goes to
Hazel or Ironwood.
Oscar Pine and Ozpin.
Okay.
Let's go.
I voted for
He
Ironwood,
entrusted me with
but
this.
no, these guys are so good
The
too, man.
massive amount of power he had stored up in it. Kinetic energy that he spent lifetime after lifetime accumulating in the cane he built.
So, that's how you did that? Using all of the stored up power?
Not all, but most. We have to be careful with how we use the rest. He trusted my judgment, and it saved us. I want to reciprocate that trust. There's a lot to sort out, but Oz really wants to help.
thank you, Oscar.
We finally did it, Reddit. Oscar won an Oscar. Let's go. I think Oscar winning this is, I think he was a very new and improved version of himself, especially with everything that he's gone through these last two volumes with confronting Ironwood last volume, pretty much confronting Ozpin
It's
upon his
General.
return, and really just kind of coming into his own as a character. I don't know how this is going to fare with him, you know, with the eventual merging of the two souls into one, but Oscar definitely stood his own this volume. He was his own person. He made all the calls for himself. Ozpin really just let him take the reins for all the decisions that he made, and I think he definitely deserved this.
Yeah, I think that that's so true, especially because Oscar was really the driving force behind Hazel. And think about what would have happened if Oscar was not able to kind of convert Hazel at the last minute to their side, right?
Yeah,
and
yeah.
so in a lot of ways, like, he made decisions that Ozpin wouldn't have made. And so he's becoming almost like a better, more trusting version of
Yeah.
like what Ozpin, I think, has always wanted to be, but could never let himself be because he's just lived too long, you know? Like, he's
That's-
lost
that's so
a
good.
lot of naivete, I guess, you know? And so
Yeah.
now, with Oscar, like, he's a more simple and honest soul, too, when you really think about it. It's not just Ruby, it's also Oscar and what he's able
Yeah.
to do for Ozpin because of that.
Yeah, yeah, I love the way you put that. Like, thinking about Oscar is just becoming a more optimized Ozpin.
Yeah.
And I love that. And I think this is going to make a lot of people happy, because last
Yes.
year was the first Oscars that we ever did, and everyone was like, Oscar better win an Oscar, and I don't think he won anything. So
Well, I think
He
this is
did.
well deserved
Yeah.
this time. for
congratulations,
sure.
Oscar Pine.
And these are the nominees for Best Leading Female Character. Emerald Sustride.
I highly doubt you're in the same place you started. I mean, yeah.
I voted for
you
Emerald.
guys have been getting your asses kicked. Some of that, my fault, but like, you're at war. You're gonna take hits.
You can take risks.
Look, I'm just going to be super pissed if you all finally decide to give up the moment I switch sides.
Nora Valkyrie.
Don't apologize. I got hurt doing what I always do. Just another ditzy move from Nora.
That's not true.
How would you know?
We were supposed to be a team, but that didn't matter to you. When things went wrong, you pushed us away. You shut people out so you don't have to feel things that are hard.
Penny Polendina.
The
Hey,
protector with heart of gold.
I do not like it when friends fight. I know. Yang and I
It's
might
gotta be
not
Penny,
agree
man. I
on
voted
how
for
best to
Penny.
Save Mantle,
No. I mean Winter. The General. They were our friends. But then the Aesops attacked you. And the General, he said people were going to die. Because of me.
Ruby Rose.
we shouldn't
Being
lie to
leader
ourselves.
isn't all it's cracked
I
up to be.
wasted our time getting Amity up, thinking help would come, but it didn't. And Amity fell. I was being childish.
Winter Schnee.
The unexpected loss of something dear. For me, either it's gonna be Penny or Winter. It's definitely gonna be those two. I'm pretty sure.
You are going to pay for everything you've done.
And the Oscar goes to Penny
Let's
Polendina.
go!
I won't be gone.
I knew it.
I'll be part of you.
I knew it.
Good. I'm glad.
I, for one, am really glad that Penny got this award, considering that this may be the final year that she is eligible.
That's
not
a low
to get
blow.
all
That's
sad.
a low
Hopefully,
blow.
don't
That's a
bring
low
her
blow.
back.
God damn it! I will not stand for this.
But Penny had an amazing character arc this
Also,
volume.
Arnold,
Obviously,
clip on
that
tie.
wrapped up in
Get
some
a
respect.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. I have some
Get a real tie. That better be real tie. If that's a clip on tie, we're gonna have some problems. I'm just kidding.
Such development in her personality and her wants and everything that went into like those final moments and final decisions, how she was able to sacrifice herself for her friends and deciding that that was the route that she wanted to go despite the life that they gave her. You know what I mean? And so I feel like that overall Penny had a really satisfying arc
Jinx.
for me this season.
Yeah, no pun intended, but I love how they humanized her so much. Like, even from her
Goddamn it,
inception,
Barb.
even from
Or
like her
goddamn it, Arnold.
debut in Volume 1, we were always like immediately drawn to the fact that despite her being made of nuts and bolts instead of squishy guts, it didn't make her any less real than someone like Ruby.
She has a soul.
And you know, having her back in Volume 7, I think reinforced to a lot of people who might not have had the time necessary to build an attachment to Penny during the Beacon arc.
I did.
I think they not only reinforced that, but pretty much
For the-
put
for the,
nail in the coffin.
tournament
No,
arc.
Again, no pun intended.
I love
Put the
Penny
nail
as
in
a-
the
as-
coffin for,
no,
like,
nuts
for
and
really
bolts,
establishing
no.
Penny as a bona fide character.
Yeah.
Yeah,
and
so many people
I loved Penny
think
when she
love
first came. She was so much fun.
more
You know,
Yeah.
so she was so child, like obviously childish, but she had,
Absolutely.
you know, she was,
I think that a lot of people
she
at
still
first
felt like a
like,
child, and she was always happy. She just wanted
like
to,
they were a little
she just wanted to have
hesitant about
fun, you
the
know,
idea, but
and she just
then
wanted to have
as
friends, you know.
you
And I'm
see
glad
her in
Ruby
Volume
was able
7
to give
and
that
in
to her.
Volume 8, I think a lot of people people grew to love her in a way that they didn't necessarily love her before, and then so to have her taken away from us, right, hurt even more than I think it ever did in Volume 3.
I think in a way that also immortalizes the character, right? Like for some characters, they're really defined by how they go out. You know, like Pyrrha made a noble sacrifice. Penny did the same thing, and that's a part of the human experience to some degree. You know, dying for your loved ones, or sacrificing yourself, I should say, for your loved ones, whether it's a parent and child, or even in this case, friends. And I think Penny pretty much established that the one choice that she had, this is what I want to do with my life, and despite it being cut short, I think that that made her a forever loved character, for sure. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, the RWBY Volume 8 Oscars Awards show has come to a
Good
close.
shit, guys.
We really hope
That
you
was
guys
great.
enjoyed all of the work and effort that has gone into this. A big shout out to everybody that has helped collaborate on this effort together. We started this during the halfway point of the volume.
For people watching this
and just
video, make sure
seeing
to go subscribe to
everybody's
everybody.
individual
I'll definitely
submissions
put
come
links in the
together with
description.
editing
At the
everything else
links,
in
I'm gonna
between.
put these in different
Was
segments.
really great
So
to put together.
Yes, it was a
Yeah.
pleasure doing this with our fellow RWBY tubers. Make sure that you guys check them out. They will all have links in the description down below.
Oh, you
And you
just do
guys
that.
should also check out the artist that made our thumbnail, Keith.
Oh, yeah,
His
Keith.
link will be down below too, and
Thank
so you guys
you.
can go commission him and all of that stuff. You know, for all your OC, Pokemon, RWBY type needs. He does a lot of different
And
like
anime.
OC work and everything like that. So
Yeah.
if that's something you're interested in, you should definitely check him out. And we will be here continuing to entertain you with videos or with art during the RWBY Volume 8 hiatus. And
Yeah.
thank you to everyone who voted, watched, and we will see you next time. Bye.
that was awesome. And that, guys, is my reaction to the Oscars. Hope you guys enjoyed. Yeah, like I said, for like Arnold, I'm gonna fix my thing really quick. Actually, no, I'm just gonna leave it like this. So, like I said, for like Arnold and Callison and everybody in this video put so much effort and sweat and tears. There were so many technical issues that Arnold and Callison had to deal with, and they had to postpone it for another week. So, but I kind of want to go back for something really quick. I'm trying to see if I can find it. Yeah, right here. So this man's sides have abs. I said this during our discussion when I was in Murder Birds' Discord. I said like, we were having a conversation with Murder Birds or Arnold and everybody else in the chat who were pledging him on Patreon. And I said that even this man's sides have abs. I'm like, holy shit. I said that, so I'm glad my thing came into this. I'm pretty sure I'm the one who said this. And during our Discord discussion when we were reacting to this actually it was when it's actually when Hazel was interrogating Oscar/Ozpin. So I was like, sheesh, even his sides have abs. And everyone was like, oh my god, yeah, it does look like he has abs. So, like, again, I'm pretty sure I'm the one who said that. So either way, guys, I really hope you enjoyed my reaction to the Oscars, a RWBY Volume 8 award show. They were created and you know, hosted by Callison and Murder Birds, and of course everybody who, you know, participated and hosted and voted and all that stuff. So again, I love the RWBY fandom. They're great. They're a lot of fun, you know, and who knows? I might do RWBY reactions to Volume 9. We'll see what happens. But you guys want to know this? But if you guys want to know when I started reacting to RWBY, I started reacting to RWBY when I started reacting to RWBY legit after Volume 3. Because I watched YouTubers or a YouTuber named Blindwave, and they were reacting to RWBY because when I first saw RWBY, I was watching Red vs. Blue season 8 all the way through 10, and I keep seeing this banner I keep seeing this banner called Ruby, and I was like, what the hell is Ruby? Like, it looks like a video game, so I'm not even gonna bother like seeing it or playing it. So because I thought it was a computer game, so I didn't bother playing it or seeing it. So but then once I saw Blind Wave react to the trailers, I was like, oh, so it's an anime. Okay, so then that made more sense. So I watched their reactions from Volume 1 all the way to Volume 3, and I was like, okay, I'm instantly hooked in this show, and there was so much comedy, so much laughter, so much tearjerkers, and like the music and everything like that, and the world building is so great and very amusing and full of entertainment. So then once I started rewatching their reactions, I got a recommendation to a YouTube channel named Murder Birds, who was reacting to the ending of Volume 3, and I was like, because with Blind Wave, they were like, oh my god, that happened. But when it comes to when Murder Bird sides, I was like, I started tearing up, guys. I started tearing, with tearing. I started crying, and like, so full of rage when I was watching the show, when I was watching the episode with him, because like I felt what he was feeling, and that doesn't happen very often when it comes to reactions. Like if I'm watching a reactor, like show these and I start to cry, I sometimes don't cry, but when Murder Birds or Arnold started crying, I legit cried as well. So I was like, dude, you made me cry. I love your reactions. Subscribe. And I've been a subscriber to him ever so for the past 3 or 4 years now. So, and I'm so happy he made to 100,000 subscribers. He put so much effort into his videos, and he streams a lot on Twitch. And I just love everything he does, man. It's just so great. So, and even though I'm pretty sure, Arnold, if you ever do get a chance to watch this, I know it was a massive pain in the ass to deal with this with all the technical issues, and he had postponed it by a week. But I'm pretty sure you still had a lot of fun doing it. So with you and Cal and all the hosts, and doing all the counting up all the votes into the categories, and I know it was a shit ton of work, and I'm pretty sure it was rough, but I'm pretty sure you definitely still have fun doing it. So, and again, guys, I'm definitely gonna separate these videos and make it their own sub videos, because I don't want this to be too long, and I think it'll just be easier for me to like separate the different categories into their own videos. So yeah, guys, again, hope you guys enjoyed. Give this video a like if you guys enjoyed it. Come on, next subscribe if you're new. I'll see you guys in our brand new video later. Have a good day.